What's going on, folks out there? I'm Amos Morrell III, and I'm joined by NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune prep writer, Mike Strom. Mike, we're going to talk about the football season that's coming up. We're going to talk about the big schools, the 5As, the 4As. So let's get right to it. Who are some of the teams you're expecting to make a splash this year?
Well, I think the top non-select schools, which would basically be the public schools in our area this year, the conversation has to start with Landry-Walker and John Ehret and McDonough 35. I mean, three really, really good teams. I think all are capable of making a lot of noise in the playoffs. And I would be remiss if we didn't mention Edna Carr as well. I mean, the Carr Cougars, year in and year out, are very good. They got a decent cast returning, including an outstanding quarterback. But in that regard, Landry-Walker and John Ehret also has a couple of outstanding quarterbacks back. So those are the four teams I'd keep an eye on, and Landry-Walker and Ehret will be competing in the same district, District 8 5A, with Landry-Walker moving up from Class 4A, and McDonough 35 and Carr will be in District 9 4A.
All right. So it's obviously going to be two very competitive districts. They always are, but with those shake-up. But let's talk a little bit about their postseason chances. You know, obviously, you like these guys to win the districts and you like them to make deep runs, but who's got the best chance of making it to the Dome out of that group you mentioned?
I would probably put the hat on Landry-Walker, with John Ehret a close second. I think in Katon Thompson, Landry-Walker's fine junior quarterback. I mean, the kid is just a special player. I know they have an outstanding running back. Coach Powell and his staff do a good job. They just always seem to reload. Having said that, I wouldn't count John Ehret out of the equation. Coach Corey Lambert has been building to this season now. I believe this is his fourth season now as head coach of his alma mater. He has a really fine collection of football players, many of whom are seniors. Their quarterback, Karan Bayham, and their linebacker, Michael Divinity, to name two. To me, that's going to be one of the marquee matchups when they play in district. Having said that, I won't. McDonough 35 is loaded. I mean, and Coach Wayne Reese is not one to blow his own horn, but he will tell you that this is the potential for them to have a year. So who knows? I mean, depending on how the bracket falls, all three of those teams could make their way to the quarters, semis, and beyond.
All right. Now, I guess what I want to ask is there any other storylines out of that group that you might want to be watching? Well,
certainly Carr, as I mentioned, with their quarterback, is going to be, I think, going to be a team that has to be dealt with. To me, an interesting little feature of the large school, non-select schools is East Jefferson, Class 4A state champion just a few years ago, is opted to play up and is going to play in the District 9 4A with Landry-Walker, Ehret, West Jeff, the Jefferson Parish Public Schools. Chalmette will be in that mix. So it's for some of the veteran prep fans in the area, it's probably going to conjure up some memories. I mean, EJ was always a very traditional power at the state's highest classification, and now they're back in it.
All right. Well, folks, that's about all the time we're going to take for you. Be sure and check out our other prep preview shows. And from Mike Strom, I'm Amos Morrell III. Thanks for watching.